Oh my damn. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Gamers Got Game. I'm your boy Dre, and man, I hope I didn't blow y'all's eardrums. I'm sorry. I get a little excited around this time of year, alright? Now, if y'all can't tell, I'm a little bit of a horror buff, alright? I have to emphasize because some people be like, you're into what? I digress. Okay, hey man, look, if y'all anything like me, baby, and Halloween, October, but Halloween is a special time for you. I'm always doing that Donald Trump, man. Hey, he had it down. But Halloween especially is a super special time for your boy, all right? Now, and if you're anything like that, I mean, if you're anything like where, you know, growing up, everybody was talking about Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, New Year's, 4th of July, cool, all great holidays. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against them, but they ain't got ish on Halloween time, all right? And we can't wait to start seeing people get their wigs split. Now, if anything, also, if you're anything like me, you've already started, all right? The Horror Fest has started, I don't know. But anyway, with that being said, with being a person who enjoys horror and Halloween, I also enjoy video games, okay? Now, the special recipe comes when you can combine them two. Now, this list is in no type of hierarchy order, right? So if I have something on the list, it's not because I feel, you know, if it's at number 1 versus number 10, it's not because I feel it's better, one's better than the other. It's just, you got to put them somewhere, all right? So, you know, like, we ain't got to get all crazy and up in arms about that, all right? And also, if I miss something, if there's something that you're like, bro, you should have threw this in here, okay? I'll go ahead right now. There's 2 right on the list. You got a new Outlast game coming, and then you got Sons of the Forest, I think. So those are 2 games right off the rip that aren't going to be necessarily on the list, but I'll go ahead and throw those in there just in case a couple of y'all are like, yo, you missed them. I know, what is it, Stalker 2's coming out, you know, so I get it. But the ones that made the list are the ones that we're going to get into. Now, without further ado, let's get into some scary shit. They actually just made, or they actually just dropped a new trailer for this. And I know y'all gonna hate your boy for this one, all right? No, don't hate me now, okay? But you might be disappointed in me. And that's the Dead Space remake. Okay, I've never played any of the Dead Space games within the franchise. And I'm almost sad for that, because over the time of not playing these games, I've learned how good these goddamn games really are, and I've started to learn. I got a snippet of what I've been missing out on. So if you're anything like me and you've missed out on that, you know, we got to catch up when this one drops. So Dead Space, I know it drops early 2023, I think January. Don't hold me to it though, but I'm excited. I can't wait for that one. Again, of the sci-fi space horror genre type deal. I think it's a third-person type shooter. Now here I am breaking a game down that's been out forever, huh? Anyway, y'all know, and if you don't know, then you better get up in there so you can find out. Moving on to the next one. We got, oh my good lord. I thought 100% that I would never see anything of this game. I never thought this game would ever see the light of day. I had already marked it for, you know, dead before arrival. and honestly, I thought, if anyone else had done that and I hadn't, I would say they were justified. Even if I thought it was still going to come out, I would still say you're justified, because by God, most games don't stay in dormant that long and then still actually see a release date. So for the fact that that's going to happen is bananas. The game I'm talking about is Dead Island 2. My God. Listen, man, we got a trailer for it. My expectations aren't the highest for this game, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited because I've probably had it on a wish list somewhere, for a long time now. So for the fact that it's actually going to be coming out pretty soon, I don't know. It's something. All right, it's something. The trailer for it looks fun. It's not taking itself too serious, so it's gonna have a different tone than another game that's of this. We'll just say of the open world zombie genre on this list. You know what? I might as well just get in to the next one, and that's Dying Light 2. Okay, now listen. I know the game's already out, but I wasn't gonna put these close together, because I don't want the comparison. I don't want it. They're gonna have different tones. They're on, it's a different game. All right. Now I understand a lot of people are gonna be like, "Are you kidding me? You gonna try to sit there in this camera and convince me it's different?" Listen, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I just want you guys to I want everything to get its fair shake. And I don't think this well if you're too busy comparing it to something else. So Dead Island 2. I'm excited to see that it's actually going to be, coming to life, and it's going to be a real thing. I don't know whether it's a flop or not. I'm interested to see where it goes. And Dying Light 2. Now, the sad part about this one is a lot of people were told to stay away from this game. That's unfortunate, because regardless to how you feel about it, and could they have done better? Sure, you could say that about a lot of things, but I'll tell you this much. If you were so attached to the first one that you didn't even give this one a fair shake, and now you're telling people to stay away from it, that's a goddamn shame. And you're doing an injustice to people who could be playing a decent game. Now listen, if you have some game you're crazy about, if a new game dropped and you're like, I don't know if I want to, fine. But if you don't got shit to play right now and you're bouncing and teetering between should you or shouldn't you, then hell yeah. Get your hands on it, man. Do something. Jump up in there, man. Start killing your ass some zombies, all right? Because, again, as much as they could have done better, it could have been a lot worse. So again, a perfect game? Hell no. Far from it. And I agree with the people that feel that there could have been more done here. And this could have been fleshed out better, and especially with given the time they had. But at the same time, don't keep people away from having a good time. Okay, this is a fun game, bro. It's a fun playthrough, and honestly, the story to me didn't drag. I didn't feel like, when is this thing gonna end? I didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? So, again, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But if you're asking my recommendation, give Dead Island 2 a try. Or, my bad. Give Dying Light 2 a try. And don't compare it to anything else. Just let it be its own thing. All right? Even though it is, Okay, next on the list. I put this here for a reason, because I didn't want it to be too close to another game that was on this list, and I've already mentioned. And the game I'm talking about right now is Callisto Protocol. God damn, does this game look fire. Okay? Again, it's very similar to Dead Space, and I know people of the Dead Space caliber, we don't know, but it looks very similar, so I understand where people are coming from. But again, let's let this thing be its own thing, and I think this will be a solid entry in the horror genre once this thing finally drops. It's weird that it's close to Christmas, though. I'm not gonna lie. So it's it's gonna be a different feel this December. I'll tell you that much right now. Another one that I don't have a lot of experience with. There's gonna be a couple games like that on this list, but this one, the Dark Pictures anthology, The Devil in Me. I don't have a lot of experience with this, but I seen the trailer and it was looking pretty fire. So if you ain't seen the trailer, go check it out and tell me what you think. I don't know if it's a must play, but hey man, listen, if we're looking for something that might make your butthole pucker, this could have elements of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, next on the list, we got the Resident Evil, but I'm gonna throw 3 games out in the Resident Evil franchise, and I'm gonna start off with the Resident Evil 2 remake. Listen, I'm not the biggest Resident Evil fan. I'm not super fan of these puzzle type games where you gotta go and you gotta, get this key, unlock this door to get the crank that you found, 2 hours back. I know I'm not alone on that island, but hey, man. Again, I enjoyed the Resident Evil 2 remake. I really did. I enjoyed it. Again, even though it's not so much my style of game, it was a fun ass playthrough, man. And it had me sweating. It had me, it had really intense moments. I think it was even more so captured with the remake, just because the graphics were better. So, yeah, again, if you haven't, you might want to get that one to try. All right, and then we're gonna move in to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Again, this one to me was, it felt like a Resident Evil game, but it also felt different than a traditional Resident Evil game, and I think that's why I enjoyed this one a lot. And honestly, I don't care what anyone says, this is probably one of the most intense games. And when I say intense, I don't mean like high action, like a Doom style. I mean a lot of moments where you're going through somewhere that's quiet and you're waiting for something to happen, and then it doesn't, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then maybe it does. Okay, just keep that in mind. And again, I know it's an older game, but it still holds I think it still holds its place. It still holds its value. So anyway, and next up, last but not least within the Resident Evil franchise, it's Resident Evil 8 Village. Hey, listen, again, I don't care where you place your favorite Resident Evil games. I mean, look, I'd love to hear about it if you want to leave it in the comment section. But the important part is that Resident Evil 8, I believe, was a solid entry. Do I believe it was as intense and as, sweat for sweat as Resident Evil 7? No, not in my opinion, but there were some goddamn moments that had me clenching the controller, and there was also just some really cool map design and just different layouts as you go through the different sections of the world or whatever. So, if you haven't played it, and you're thinking about, even if you weren't thinking about it, man, you might want to throw that one in your mix. All right, now this one. Again, not a type of game I have a lot of experience with, and I think they titled these games asymmetrical, whatever the hell that means. Anyway, I didn't play a lot of Dead by Daylight. I didn't play a lot of Friday the 13th, but they keep making these damn games, so there's obviously something to them, and I might have to give them a shot. All right, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All right, now listen, huge Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. And they put a lot of iconic like skins within Dead by Daylight, and I know they put a lot of and then they had the Friday the 13th game itself. So again, they've had a lot of elements to these games that I've really enjoyed. It's just the style itself just doesn't call to me, or didn't anyway. But I think this is one I'm gonna give a shot. So I seen the trailer. I seen how passionate the people making the game are for the franchise and just for the character. So yeah, why the hell not? We throwing that one in the list. All right, next on the list is Scorn. Listen, a game, it looks dark, looks grimy, first person. It also looks slow at some points, like it's very puzzle based, I heard, but it also, when the action picks up, it seems to pick up. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this, but I'd be a goddamn liar if I say it didn't have my interest. So I had to throw it on the list. All right, at number 8. I really enjoyed this one, y'all. I really enjoyed this one. This brought back a lot of old school horror nostalgia vibes, and goddamn, did I have a good feel when I was cracking this on or popping this on or whatever you want to call it. What do you call when you turn something on? I don't know. When I was actually sitting down late at night, everyone in the house was asleep, and I'm popping on some Quarry. And I'm going through that story, bro. They captured the horror elements great. The character development was good. The characters were good. Not everyone was perfect. I mean, some people were less charismatic than others, but overall, man, this was a goddamn solid game. And I've played it twice, and I don't play games multiple times very often, but this is one that, given some time, I'll probably revisit again. So if you haven't, you might want to throw the Quarry on the list. All right. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The list is on the desk. Hands is empty. If there's anything I missed, feel free to let me know. But anyway, man, those are my picks and my opinion based games that I think are must play if you're a horror genre gamer, or even if you're just a gamer who likes horror, or if you're a person who likes horror and maybe likes video games once in a while. You pick one of them on the list, you'll probably have yourself a pretty goddamn scary but good time. So anyway, until next time, y'all, enjoy October, enjoy Halloween, and enjoy scary shit all throughout the year. Y'all stay easy and peace out.